So thank you for joining us out here today. What we are announcing is Juntos es Mejor, or we're better together. It is a challenge that USAID is doing in partnership with IDB and other corporate sponsors as well. USAID has a lot of background issuing challenges to deal with specific problems. For example, we had a challenge issued on how to better protect medical workers combating Ebola. A seamstress who designs wedding dresses heard about the challenge and came up with an idea for better garments to protect workers against Ebola. USAID has the knowledge on how to get an idea, put it in context, get the person with the innovation in touch with people who could bring the idea to light. So because of this challenge and the innovation from this seamstress, this wedding dress designer, right now, today, most health workers dealing with Ebola wear this garments designed by a wedding designer. An example we gave earlier, an auto mechanic from Argentina came up with a device and a procedure for better preventing breech births or other difficult pregnancies. Usually, the medical profession doesn't turn to auto mechanics for innovation. But because of this model that we have, challenges, we have calls for innovations, we have the experience getting ideas at different levels of maturity and bringing them to light to change people's lives right now. So the challenge we have 4 different tiers of funding. Tier 1 up to $25,000, and Tier 4 where commercial solutions are ready to be fielded up to $1.5 million. So I'll bring it over to Irene from the IDB, our other major partners who can speak as well.
Thank you, John. So to put a little more context on IDB's partnership with USAID on this, so the Inter-American Development Bank, that probably many of you know, has worked for 60 years improving lives of Latin America and the Caribbean. With the migration situation becoming the most complex and the largest one in the region, we have taken different actions. One, which I didn't mention earlier, but gives it a little bit more context, is related to the overall migration situation in the region, not just Venezuela, but the overall migration situation. It's a $100 million facility from our own resources and third-party resources that we are going to be deploying across all the countries that have suffered the impact of this huge migration influx. But recognizing that the Venezuela situation itself is one of even more acute dimensions, the 4.5 million everybody mentioned, the largest crisis in the Western Hemisphere, this is the reason why, in addition, we are establishing the Better Together Challenge as an additional complementary mechanism through which we can look for creative solutions to address the challenges of the different communities.
So to date, the United States government has provided to Venezuelans directly and to those receptor countries and communities over $630 million. What we have in this program is $13.5 million to fund innovation. So before, when we had the challenge, they were focused on a particular problem. What's different here is that it's an open call. We're looking for innovation in any aspect of the problem. It could be problems within the borders of Venezuela on how to help the quality of life inside the borders of Venezuela, and also how to help the outside, perhaps, in Colombia, Ecuador, or any other receptive country. And again, so this $13.5 million is a start. We're calling other partners to join our program, financially or otherwise. And we're looking for innovation from all areas. So we're very excited about this program and the opportunity to help people's lives.